I saw these guys. They were so there's some old ferry boats that aren't working. So instead, we're just jumping off of them. Dos, tres. So we're going to Paquetá, we're going to this island. Man, an island of no cars. I love this idea. Hello. Hello. You guys are crazy. Que loco.
Muy loco.
Listo? Oh. One of the guards from Rio is there, so they're definitely asking him to stop.
Falou, velho.
Follow. Don't judge old people before you see what they can do. The current from the Atlantic Ocean wraps around this island. As I'm walking around, it's still pretty dirty overall with trash and plastic bottles. If you were going to swim in the Bay Area, this isn't necessarily a bad place to go because the current from the Atlantic Ocean keeps the waters a little bit more clean, a little bit more fresh. Today in Paquetá, you can actually see how green the water is. It has a really bright green color to it. This is from an algal bloom. That's predominantly because of nutrient overload. I knew people who lived here back in the 60s. The water was much cleaner. They saw dolphins around this island. Alex. Alex just got a bikini stuck in the motor. There's a narrow section.
Sí, yes.
Right where I'm pointing in the middle here. The fish come through this channel.
Yeah.
And then they come into these two sections right here. They stay here because they can't find this narrow section to go back out. So that's how these traps work. So they'll capture about 200 kilos of fish a couple times a week.
7 years ago, there was a fisherman that used to come and trying to basically dive to steal the fish. So they caught them and killed that guy around 7 years ago.
Oh, I love those boats.
Como eles gostam, nós seres humanos também gostamos de carinho, né?
Thank you. I heard English being spoken. I'm like, what? So,
what's up, guys? How's it going?
That's crazy. This is Gabriel, and he lives here.
Yeah, I've been here for a year and a half. Yeah, I love this place. You guys should come here. Most tourists don't come here. It's super chill, super small. Only 5,000 people live here.
See.
Around 5,000 people. There's no cars. There's no crime, which is very rare.
I know that I do know. It's like no violence.
Yeah.
Like hardly any violence. Most of it is controlled. That's got to be one of the only places in Brazil that
unfortunately
doesn't have.
If you go to the very
issues.
countryside of some places of Rio or other states, then you're gonna see like as much calmness and chillness as here. But there's a bank, only one bank here. If anybody tries to rob the bank, they have nowhere to go. The only thing you find on the what people call favela here on the favelas here, the only thing you see, the only like crazy thing are drugs. You know, people use drugs there. That's all. Like there's no even guns. They don't even have guns there. I play music. I play the guitar and I sing. And I came here to work playing at a restaurant. So I've been playing at this restaurant for 3 years. Lots of like poets and artists and drawers and writers are coming here as a way of escaping from all the craziness of Rio. You know?
Really?
Tall and tan and young and lovely, the girl from Ipanema goes walking, and when she passes each one, she passes those up. When she walks, she's like a samba that swings so cool and sways so gentle that when she passes each one, she passes those up. Ooh, but I watch her so sadly. Ah, porque tudo é tão triste. Yes, I would give my heart gladly. A beleza que não é só minha. She looks straight ahead, not at me. Tall, tan, young and lovely, the girl from Ipanema goes walking, and when she passes I'll smile, but she doesn't see. Por causa do amor.
Do you ever go to Rio to get like groceries and stuff like that you can't get here?
Who do here?
Yeah, especially families, you know.
Do because here is a terrible place to cook something, to have different kinds of stuff.
The things are more expensive here too.
And things are much more expensive. Yeah.
Okay.
The owner of the grocery store, he owns lots of stuff here too. He owns houses. He owns a pousada, which is kind of like a hotel, but it's a Brazilian thing.
So there's like one guy who's just like making
And
bank
I heard
in
he's
this
a
area.
millionaire. I wouldn't be surprised if he was.
Right.
You know?
So there's one guy who owns like the biggest like tourist stuff and like the local markets and everything.
And nobody's gonna try to kill his family or do something to him. So that's a good place for a millionaire to be. You know? A very big house there. They have a gigantic yard. And I think there is a helicopter that sometimes comes there.
Really?
Yeah, I heard that story. I wouldn't be surprised too.
It's this one? This is just a house?
Yeah, it's enormous, huge, man. It's very, very big. He is the brother of the owner of the supermarket.
Nada melhor do que não fazer nada, só pra deitar e rolar com você.
Meu bem, você me dá água na boca.
This is a weekday in Pakistan. Look around. It's very, very calm in these areas, and many of the people are so nice. Primarily, what creates a more safe community here is simply geographical boundaries. That was not what I was expecting coming here to find this. Thank you for coming to Brazil. Come on another adventure sometime soon. Ciao.